Hey, welcome to the coronavirus version of me making videos. So we've finally gotten to the point where I talk directly to the camera because I'm stuck in my house. We're just going to be doing some product reviews. So first up, we're going to talk about the Ricoh GR II, which I've been using since 2015. I put up a poll on Instagram and this was voted as the first piece of kit I'd review. So here we are. I'm basically just going to talk to you about whether I like this or not, what I bought it for, and if it served the purpose. And we're not going to talk too much about specs. There's plenty of other videos that can go through that. And Ricoh did release the GR III. So, if you want to look into that, go for it. But otherwise, do I like this or not? And the answer is I bought it specifically to replace my iPhone as what I took photos with every day. So I always carry around my phone with me, and I found myself taking a lot of pictures with it and not having my DSLR with me because my DSLR is so heavy. And I wanted a little camera that was in my pocket all the time that had produced, better quality photos than my iPhone did. And that's where the Ricoh I was hoping would step in. But the downsides to it were pretty massive right away. The battery life specifically is awful. I typically have to carry around 2 extra batteries with me whenever I'm using this, and that's just annoying. Like, who really wants to carry around that many extra batteries when you could just be taking photos on your phone anyway? If that's what you bought this camera for. I use Instagram a lot, I use Twitter a lot, and having a camera that had Wi-Fi and I could easily share photos from was really important to me, and part of the reason why I invested in this camera in the first place. So when I tried using Ricoh's app and it crashed almost immediately, I was pretty disappointed. And then, over the years of trying to suffer through their app and then third-party apps, I just don't even try anymore. It's so annoying and so frustrating. I just go straight to my computer when I want to transfer photos. And so the primary thing I bought this camera for, it just doesn't work for anyway. That isn't to say I haven't used the camera a lot. It's small, it's discreet, has a 28mm prime, which is a focal length I really enjoy. The images are crisp. They've got kind of a purple hue to them quite a bit, which I don't totally love. But it's really comfortable to hold. People don't notice it a lot. It's got a little pop-up flash, which I use quite a bit when I'm doing concert photography. More or less, when it comes down to it, it's just a fun toy. I would never suggest someone get this for their job or to use in a professional sense when it comes to photography. I have tried to use this on a few assignments after I got everything I needed with my DSLR, and it just didn't work. The image quality just wasn't there in comparison to the other pieces of gear in my kit. But if you want to buy a toy, it's pretty fun. One of the things I didn't realize would be a benefit of this camera is because of how just small and toy-like it is. I can just hand this out to kids when I'm working with young children and let them play around with it. It's also added some nice elements to family vacations and things like that. And I've created some images that I really like with this camera in places where I wouldn't have had a good camera, places I wouldn't have dragged my DSLR. Do I like this or not? And the answer is not really. But I still have it 5 years later, so I couldn't have hated it that much. And at this point, it just kind of more just has some sentimental value than anything else. And so that's about it. If you guys have any comments, have any questions, let me know. That's kind of gonna be the review format for whatever I do next. It's not, we're not, again, talking about specs or anything like that. But if you do want to know anything else about this camera or any other piece of gear, or just any questions about photography in general, or maybe you want to just learn how to scramble eggs really well, let me know. I've got time.